Welcome to yet another episode of the Sportlife Spotlight, and today the spotlight is on Mr. KEDAR DAVE, the team owner of SHURU-UP WARRIORS in SPL 2026. Thank you, sir, for joining us. First off, I would love to know how your experience was this year in SPL.
So, like this year, the experience was different. This is the third time we got an opportunity to be the part of this tournament. Every year, the bars are increasing. We are seeing the improvement coming from the overall team as well. And this year, we enjoyed, though we didn't qualify for the rounds, but still, as a unit, as a team, it was a memorable thing that we had with each other. So I think this kind of tournaments always gives you a different learning, and that's what we learned in this tournament as well.
If I could ask you to tell us some of the things that you will remember, some of the things that you enjoyed particularly with this year's edition.
So first of all, the addition was the grounds. The location was amazing. In Ahmedabad, we all play different kind of cricket on a regular basis. We played on mostly 80% of the grounds of this city. That's where we play. But the experience with the lighting, the quality of the environment or the pitch, or you say on the ground, it was more of an experience, you might say. And after playing here, you might not even like to play somewhere else. So it was that good. So that was a good addition. Second, we understood that overall, team has been shuffling now, and there are a lot of new, routine videos. Instagram was more active this time. So a lot of people got involved, right? So not a single player or not a single game was left out with capturing the right moments. So that brings the memories even after the completion of the tournament for a longer period of time. So these are the two major changes which I identified this year, and this might give a longer memory than the span of the tournament. So these were the major changes.
And it may be any memorable match moments, because I think you had a good tournament yourself. I know you've been playing cricket for so long, but maybe personally or as your team, or with something that you remember off cricket.
Yes. So this time the team that I personally had, I never found a team was so emotionally involved to play for the team. Earlier definitely you have a player, you play with each other for a long time, so you know certain players. But this year there was so many of new players, like you might say the Pranjal, Salman, Dhruv, even the first time played in my team. So I think I only played with the Pranjal and Salman in one team. The rest of all were new for me. But this year they brought some emotional energy, which I usually don't see, right? You always wait for the tournament, you move on. But they were sad. So the people were losing, but still they were feeling that we should not. So that was something new that I also felt. And second, yes, one of the innings that give me a good memory, but still at that day also I told you, I'm not still that satisfied even after the win, because we have calculated the net run rate and we understood that our chances are even low now. So that was a close game. The tournament was so close, last day tak jana, everyone is waiting that what gonna happen. 7:30 बजे उठ के मैंने किसी का स्कोर कभी नहीं देखा है, even if India is playing a test match. But this time I woke up like 7:30, like ठीक है चलो score देख लेते हैं. So that involvement was there, by all the players. So that was, I think, the new memories that I have brought.
I also felt like overall the level of cricket we saw in the tournament really went up. Maybe it's because the ground, maybe it's new players coming in, like the effort and the commitment shown by every team. Every player coming in and giving their best, which helped the tournament become such a success.
Yes.
So when you're not playing cricket, you're also the founder of SHURU Advisory. I would love to know a little bit more about what it is that you do as the founder of this company.
So for me, SHURU Advisory is also like, it was a new venture that I've started, right? I do not come from a business background, so my family does not come from a business background. But yeah, I was a banker. I spent a decade in Mumbai. Earlier to that, I was in Australia for my majors. So I left this city in 2007, right? When I moved back, this was the only object that moved me back was a SHURU, right? The SHURU something. And that was the company that I wanted to start of my own. So this is also my startup, right? The way we started, I mean, I was the first employee of the company. I was just going to some places to make myself believe that okay, I have some place to go. So that's how the journey started for my own company. And the COVID came. So for Shuru, the time which I've given to my company was totally different than my real life.
Yeah.
I mean, we survived in COVID, nothing was happening, and suddenly you start thinking that what you're going to bring. So we came up with a fintech model. We start believing that, in COVID time, the world is going digital and everything is going digital. Why not the finance? So we found the gap somewhere in a private equity market space. I mean, every one of us use growth very well, upstocks. We are used to have Zerodha surrounding us. And even those things were not digitalized well a few years back, right? I mean, everyone has a regional brokers to work with. So we identify there is always a two parallel market, right? So one is after IPO. So everyone is aware that IPO आता है, हम invest करते हैं. IPO आता है, हम invest करते हैं. And we understood that in India, the value of the company start from the day they file a name on the MCA, right? So पहले दिन से उसकी कुछ तो वैल्यू है, भले वो 2 लाख की कंपनी है, right? पर वो जब 2 लाख करोड़ की बनती है तब वो लोगों की नजरों में आती है, right? So we identified कि क्या हम एक ऐसा एप्लीकेशन बना सकते हैं डिजिटली कि आज कंपनी रजिस्टर्ड, जैसे बर्थ ऑफ द कंपनी टिल द IPO फाइलिंग, उसका पूरा जो एज है वो भी 20-25 साल जीता है वहाँ पे. कोई भी कंपनी आज पैदा होके लाइक डायरेक्टली IPO के लिए नहीं आ सकती, राइट? सो दे हैव द हेरिटेज वैल्यू, हिस्टोरिकल वैल्यू, और हर एक स्टेज पे वो कंपनी की वैल्यू भी बनती है. वो 2 लाख करोड़ की तभी बनती है जो वो कहीं पे पहले 1000 करोड़ की थी, राइट? सो वो हर एक एज पे हाउ द इंडियन इन्वेस्टर कैन पार्टिसिपेट इन दोज काइंड ऑफ कंपनीज. सो वी केम अप with that solution, which is a private equity ecosystem. SHURU-UP is available on Play Store, App Store. What we believe, let's say ki if you might be not aware, OYO, right? OYO is going for an IPO. You might be hearing it, right? The IPO price is somewhere around what they are saying, calculation ke bhi 50 rupees se leke, something like that will be coming 30 rupees. But the share is still trading every day, right? Today you can buy OYO at 22 rupees, 23 rupees, unlimited. ऐसा नहीं है कि IPO का एप्लीकेशन किया लगा तो मिला, राइट? सो दिस आर द एरिया वेयर अर्लियर हाई नेटवर्थ इंडिविजुअल्स, अल्ट्रा HNIs वर प्लेइंग very quietly, in the sense they were acquiring certain companies slowly till the time of IPO, और IPO के बाद they were offloading. So what we understood, you can make profits in IPO, but the wealth creation happened much before that. So if you want to create your wealth, this is the space where the wealth creation happens. And the profitability, of course, once you subscribe for an IPO, you find an upside, you sell it, you make a profit. So ये ecosystem SHURU-UP is working on, and we start giving an option to invest with 15,000 rupees. So like as National Stock Exchange itself is the largest stock exchange, right? Still it's not listed. Right? So everybody who's getting listed on NSE, we are trying to buy those stocks. But in this market, you can also buy National Stock Exchange itself. So those are the hidden gems, right? SBI Mutual Fund, these are big names. They are still not coming in an IPO. But still these shares you can buy. So that's what we do in SHURU-UP, right? We identify certain things and we slowly execute it, and this is where we are sitting today.
So it's basically your aim, making it more accessible.
More accessible.
And of course, like you said, you're charting the company's growth right from the time it's formed till it reaches a point where it becomes something so well known. You mentioned the couple of apps that are very well known that people do maybe use more. What is it about SHURU-UP that makes it different, or makes it a better use case for someone who comes in to maybe invest in?
So we all know that the market which grows Zerodha, they're all very structured market, right? Organized market. So the processes are defined. There is a easy way. So as a user, I'll never come to know what is happening in exchange when I'm clicking to buy or clicking to sell. So there are multiple things happen on back end side, right? The operation, the share of exchange, the money confirmation, but those things happening in split seconds. So why? Because it's an organized market. Government do have an API. Everybody in the ecosystem is connected with each other, right? So that's how the organized market feel like. Where this market is very unorganized, right? Here, the threat factor is also there. Here you have to pay money first, and then the shares will come, right? So there are a lot of frauds also going on. Okay, you pay the money and the shares are not coming, right? Second, a user interface is something very important, right? As a user, I don't want to tell my user कि आप बटन दबाते हैं, उसके पीछे इतनी सारी चीज़ें हम करते हैं, फिर आपको शेयर मिलता है, राइट. बट फॉर देम द एक्सपीरियंस शुड बी सेम एज ग्रो. मैं उनको एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पाऊंगा, राइट. वो बोलेंगे वो आपका काम है. सो व्हाट वी हैव डन इज वी मेड श्योर कि आज जो सारी चीज़ ये चीज़ ऑफलाइन हो रही है. So even today you call any of your people that you know into wealth management industry, they might procure these shares for you.
Yeah.
But they might not be able to procure it with a minimum ticket size of 15,000.
Yeah.
They said, okay, minimum you have to put 2 lakh rupees, 3 lakh, right? But this fractionalize to even those people जो every month थोड़ा portfolio बनाना चाह रहा है, who does not want to put 2.5 lakh rupees one go into this market. What we have done is we made it digitalized. So as a user right now, if you download our app, you go to our app, everything is just streamlined for you by clicking on it, right? So as a user, I don't need to call anybody, I don't need to wait. If I keep doing my clicks, my shares will be in my demat. So what we have done is we have brought the user interface, right, a user experience, comparing the same way where all of you are used to have a regular buying. So grow पे जाके मैंने click किया, मुझे मिल गया, हो गया. Same way ये market में क्या हम वो gap fill कर सकते हैं? There are a lot of guidelines to follow. No APIs available from everybody, right? We have to so there are a lot of backend goes into this creation. So from the front, yes, it might look the same as Grow, but the backend is totally different. I mean, it is a creation.
Bringing system and bringing process to a maybe not as regulated market, or maybe something which is a little bit more not as organized as you said. So. And what's your long-term vision? What is it something that you're working for with SHURU-UP app, or if you could tell us about what you think in the future is something you want to achieve?
So yeah, I mean, of course, the aim is to reach to maximum people in India, right? And what we understood this market does not only restrict us to in India, right? We started with a startup ecosystem. In startup ecosystem, we invested in a lot of companies. With a lot of angels joined us. We deployed around 21 crore for 16 companies. Some of the company like Creek Heroes, the whole tournament was organized. That was our portfolio company. So we also invested in that company, and that's how we started. And then we understood that there is always a percentage growth in the wallet share. When I say wallet share, if you are investing 100 rupees, आप उसमें से कितने परसेंटेज कहाँ इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो, राइट? सो आपके लिए गोल्ड आ गया, लैंड आ गया, इक्विटी, म्यूचुअल फंड, बॉन्ड, सारे एसेट क्लास आ गए. सो देयर व्हाट वी वर्क इज द प्राइवेट इक्विटी एसेट क्लास. सो अर्लियर स्टार्टअप था, तो दैट वाज 3 to 4% ऑफ योर वॉलेट. Slowly we have increased it to the pre-IPOs, which have increased it to 15% of your wallet.
Wow.
Slowly we are entering into a private equity manufacturing deals. So like जो company थोड़ी size में बड़ी है, we are also coming with a few Ahmedabad companies. So you got to participate in the company which is 25 years old, same as startup. So they are also raising funds, right? So where we see ourselves, we want to be the private equity, ecosystem. Like हम पहले एक toddler zone थे, so we were teaching only kids, right? I mean the startups थे. धीरे-धीरे हमने class 1 और 2 चालू किया, फिर हमने high school launch की. We are gonna be the university at one day, right? But I cannot launch BCom सारे कॉलेजेस एक साथ, राइट? सो बट एक यूनिवर्सिटी बनने का सपना है, तो स्लोली हम हर वर्टिकल्स में एंटर होंगे. बट थॉट प्रोसेस है कि प्राइवेट इक्विटी को डीमोडर्नाइज करना है. वी वांट टू गिव अ मैक्सिमम रीच टू एवरीवन इन अ प्राइवेट इक्विटी, एंड दैट आल्सो गोना ब्रिंग अ फॉरेन. आई मीन यू कैन आल्सो स्टार्ट इन्वेस्टिंग इन OpenAI, and there are those kind of companies based at US.
I think that's a beautiful way of putting how you see progress happen. I would also like to know how you see the progress for SHURU-UP Warriors happen. What is it you're looking forward to next year?
Yeah, I mean, you won't believe the planning started from the next day of the loss. And I mean, waiting for a whole year to prove your team again. I mean, that is something we're gonna carry on our shoulder. I mean, I always believe. I mean, it's not about always picking the right team or you never know in cricket, which player gonna work in which team. I mean, we have seen this season most of the players which were in demand or was more populated, none of them performed, right? None of them. So all the new heroes came out, right? I mean, you see certain games, you believe you might not take this person even for, let's say, on base price, but the person has scored runs.
Yeah.
Right? He has performed make the team victory. And so ये season ऐसा लगा कि अगर इस तरह का क्रिकेट बढ़ रहा है, then we need to open our eyes into the auction, right?
Yes.
We cannot restrict ourselves with certain players,
Yes.
right? And we need to understand that how we're gonna bring all the player and give equal opportunity, right? But of course next season के लिए अभी से planning करना थोड़ा hard है, in the sense I don't know the rules. I mean the new rules might come for some returnership. I mean वो करना अभी बहुत ज़रूरी है, right? Because continuous 3 years से you are making the team difference.
Yes.
And so अगर कुछ returnership आता है, then you have stability in the team, right? And then you can build a team around those players. So now the thought process is that कि how you're gonna build the team with a core of 5 people in the team and surrounding them, what kind of players that you're gonna buy. But still, I mean, वो last day change हो जाता है. So we're gonna take it like a cricket. I mean,
Yes.
but yes, I mean, last year we went to the quarters.
Yeah.
This year we didn't make it.
Yeah.
But next year plan है कि थोड़ा ज़्यादा serious हो जाएंगे.
And then lift the trophy?
Lift the trophy is always the option, but the execution नहीं हो पा रहा है.
I think I saw like you had a very good team, and
Yeah.
especially in the last 2 matches, the team come together
Yes.
really well. So to be able to carry that forward next year,
हम भी वही सोच रहे थे कि लाइक वी वर थिंकिंग इंटरनली कि जैसे प्रांजल वाज लाइक केडी भाई अगर अंदर आ गए then definitely we're gonna lift the cup, because now the team momentum is totally different. I mean we just felt कि 12 बॉल या 12 रन ये दोनों में से यहाँ वहाँ होता, we might have entered.
yeah,
अगर हमने 12 रन कम खाए होते या 12 बॉल पहले हमने गेम खत्म की होती तो भी हम अंदर आते. तो मोमेंटम बन चुका था, बट उसमें क्या होता है कि sometime as I said the ground was different, right? All these players are used to play on cement grounds,
Yeah.
right? The game is totally different on this pitch. So वो 1-2 मैच चली जाती है उसमें, you know, टीम को वो पोजिशनिंग करने में, खुद कॉन्फिडेंस आने में प्लेयर्स का, तो वो चीज़ है. बट no more less I enjoyed the tournament and no hard feeling on the team has given everything they
Yeah.
had. And touchwood एक शुरू का टीम ऐसा था कि all 16 was on the ground, right? So कभी भी हमको ये नहीं बताना पड़ा कि यार कौन आ रहा है कौन नहीं. एवरी प्लेयर
yes,
अगर वो नहीं भी खेल रहा है उसको पता है वो नहीं खेल रहा है, बट स्टिल द पर्सन इज फुल्ली ड्रेस्ड,
Yeah.
कमिंग ऑन द ग्राउंड
Yeah.
एंड गिविंग 100%. दैट वाज अमेजिंग.
and I think that is the commitment that is something you build
Yes,
within the team
within
as
the
the
team.
team owner. So I know maybe you're disappointed with the results, but kudos to
Yeah.
what you were able to build this year,
Yes.
and we look forward to seeing what you can bring next year.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kedar.
Thank you.
Wishing you all the best for, of course, everything that you do on the field and off the field as well.
Thank you guys, and don't forget to download Shuru-Up and always say Shuru karo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.